Hello everyone, it is Anthony Gamer here, and today you are going to watch me playing Pikaboo Stop. We're gonna continue by playing another endings. We have discovered the two last good endings. Now we're gonna move on to the other endings, which you could say they are bad. So be prepared for getting your emotion to be tackled. Alright, so in order to trigger these endings, you don't need to play the new game, so you could just continue on where the last checkpoints. And if you want to get this game, I'll leave in the description and also the creator, Joy Creative. Without further ado, let's get inside and we're gonna go on with the last checkpoint when we offered an online loan, which before we disapprove or reject the offer. Now that we gotta have to move on to the new ending, I guess we have to accept it, which is probably going to be very bad. I can tell that. All right, now we'll move on to day 17. About 2 weeks and 3 days. About, our fundings hasn't even increased that much because we have been spending a lot by playing the game. In a very ridiculous way, of course, because it doesn't provide you well. Wouldn't give you profitable. All right, so start off with the conversation with our buddy Yaddy. He's asking if he could borrow some money from his friend, although his friend himself lost a lot of money due to he doesn't win. He doesn't win in that game. So now that he had to pay the debt. So yeah. Our character Benny needs money. But because Yaddy, he lost a lot of money, he offered Benny for an online loan. You see that? He can't even pay for the rent because he lost the debt. I mean the bet, not the debt. You should just try an online loan. Okay, so before we reject it by saying, no, I don't think so. But now it's time to get very scary and serious. Now we're going to accept the offer. Sounds good, bro. You're gonna be inside of the wormhole if you keep doing this. But because we have to do this ending, we have to see the POV of people who have been drowned into the addiction. Thanks, Yat. Okay, now we have to direct ourselves to the link, which goes to a website that called Banki. Now, there's a little fact. In our country, when you said this word in our own direct accent, it's pretty much in the form of bad words. You can just ask for your buddies who are like in this country. If you're asking me, then yes, it is a bad word. Alright. Seems very easy to apply. It says here, just a photo of your ID and a selfie. Okay, now this is where the part where I could think is going to be very dangerous. So never ever put your identity like cards to some fraudulent websites. But because this guy, I don't think he has a lot of education. He just straight up to do anything he wants for money, which he doesn't even think that it could even harm himself. Okay, now that we have to control the picture of our ID card, this is what our ID card look like in this country. So yeah, he lives in Java. There you go. ID accepted. Now, selfie holding my ID. A little strange, thing. I also like the update here that they have increased the sensitivity of the when you try to rotate and everything. It got faster. Before it was so slow. Before the update of 1.6. Alright, registration approved. How much should I borrow? So online loan means You can borrow as much money as you want, but you have to pay the debt like in a certain time. So it's not gonna be free. You have to pay it back. For instance, when we want to borrow about 2,500,000, you got yourself the interest, the loan term, which the longer you choose, the bigger the interest. And that's how it works. Let's just go with 2 weeks. Here we go. The money really went to my account? Turns out getting money online is easy. No. You know what's gonna happen. And I would not gonna dare to try this in real life. No way. Why is it only 2,305,000? 150,000 rupees deducted? Is that an admin fee? I have to pay for 3,125,000 later. The interest is huge. Whatever. The most important thing is that I can play again. Great. Could have just used that for important stuffs, but now you have to spend it by doing whatever that is very ridiculous. Like continue on playing the game that can earn you money in illegal way. You see that? You don't earn anything. It's all about the pens. Now you raise up the stakes again. Before we start from the least amount of 5,000, now it has been increased to 10,000 because this guy is getting greedy. We lost. Excuse me? Someone's knocking on the door. Oh, this is the part where we've seen before, where Mr. Haru invade the house to ask for our money. Because it has been about a month since we haven't, or 10 days, since we haven't paid. It's already on due date. Okay, we're gonna skip these dialogues. We have read it before. So yeah. When will it be paid? Guess we have to do it today. We cannot negotiate in this one. You still have to be forced to pay because they know that you got the money. 2,375,000. Okay, I'll transfer it right now through my mobile banking, and then I'll send the proof via WhatsApp later. Successful. Alright. Okay, thank you, Mr. Benny. Alright then, I'll be going now. Have a good day, Mr. and Mrs. Purnomo. Alright, now here comes our wife asking us why we paid the rent very late. Honey, why did you fall behind the rent? This isn't like you. I forgot. Forget? How could you forget? I reminded you many times. Just stop nagging. So annoying. You hear the background? It's getting a little bit intimidating. Why are you getting angry? Shut up! Go away! Make me coffee and breakfast now! Oh man. I just hit myself though. My arm. Can you just shut up with the questions? You should be grateful. At least I did pay the rent. That is not a very respectful way to respond to your humble wife. So don't practice this. Gamble can always influence and having impact to your brains, especially your emotion. So you have to have control of yourself so that you won't hurt anyone. No matter if it's physical or in mentally way. I lost again. I won about 2 million last night, but it's all gone this morning. Only about 257,000. That's just enough for a few plays. I regret it. I should not have paid the rent yesterday instead of the installments. He's so annoying, that Mr. Haru, that old geezer, but still greedy. If I had used the rent money yesterday, I'm sure I would have won about 10 million. Not too sure about that. Don't get your hopes too high. So how can I get money quickly? I want to make a big bet. Maybe I'll just get another loan from Banky. As long as these online loans exist, I can borrow as much money as I want. No, you're gonna regret it. Look how many debts that you have. Like, it's more than your funds. Reject it. It says that I can take out another loan until the previous one is paid off. Yeah, you have to. I don't know how it works, but I guess you have to. I'm sure I can borrow from another online loan. Okay, let's find the easiest online loan with the easiest requirements. I'm pretty sure there was like a dialogue in the original translation. It goes like this. When one dies, millions or thousand, something like that, it can born 1,000. It's like a poem or a quote. Alright, so he found another online loan which is called Poor Bank. In the translation, it's called Poor Bank. This online loan has easy requirements too, just like the previous one. Only need ID photo and selfie. Great. They're gonna hack it either way, so yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, it is way faster now. It is truly amazing. Although the zoom mechanic is still kind of slow. But when you rotate your phone, it is much faster than before. Or maybe it's because we're playing on mobile device. Maybe not the same as the PC. But I highly doubt it because I've seen it before. ID photo successful. Now, selfie. You're gonna see again our character's face. There he is. Now he's smiling. Is he? He's just faking his smile because he knows what's gonna happen, but he's still getting into it. Registration has been approved. Awesome. My account is ready to be loaded with lots of money. How much will I borrow? Don't be too greedy, because I won't let myself to be in this temptation. Awesome. My money is now 1,607,000. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to play again. Ho ho ho. Why are you suddenly turning into ho ho ho? Shouldn't be ha 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 ha. He's changing moods every time. Alright, I think this is the part where we have to pay our motorbike installments. Hello, is this Mr. Benny? I'm Ronnie from Malorot Finance. I guess that's also kind of like a curious word. I want to remind you, you missed your motorcycle installment for this month. Due to the delay, your installment amount in this month will include a fine of 670,000 rupees. If you don't pay it immediately, the fine will get bigger. Yeah, I'll pay. So annoying. It is Sunday, you know. People come so much when it comes to be on collecting debts. Every single day. There's someone's telling me to pay this or that. Starting from the water bill, Kyla's school fees, and now the motorcycle installment. Should I pay it all or not? Let's pay the one where we can pay. Let's see. So we cannot pay for online loans. It says that not yet. I think that's because he doesn't want to. Let's just pay with the motorcycle installments first. And then we'll start off with Kyla's school fees, prepaid electricity bill, and the water bill. Maybe I'll just pay everything except for online loans debt. If everything is paid, no one will bother me anymore when I'm playing. Yeah. This you gotta stop this. If any of you who stuck into this addiction, you better stop. This isn't worth it. Okay, here comes our daughter with the fried banana. Yes, just put it on the table, kid. Oh yeah. Oh, she's watching TV too. Hey, hold on. What are you doing? I want to watch TV, Dad. Ganteng Ganteng Basudara is now on the channel. If you don't know, it's a reference to a YouTuber. I think he's also the one who first played the game. Winda Basudara. And it's also another reference to another old show from this country. It's called, in this translation, The Handsome Wolf. But it's a parody of Basudara. Awesome! Now the show has started. Yes, yes, this show is the greatest show of all time. I love watching cinema that is drama. Not really that true, but alright. Wow, so noisy. Well, I mean, come on now. Your daughter needs some entertainment. You never ever come up to her that much. So give her some breaks. And you should take a break too by eating your fried bananas. Maybe share one with your daughter or whatnot. But this character getting too greedy nowadays. Wow, this show is going to be exciting. What are you doing watching TV? Aren't you supposed to be studying? What? It's Sunday. Yeah, that's... When you hear that, things are not going to be very funny. Things going to be serious. You're bothering me, you know? Go to your room or play outside. But I just wanted to watch TV. The show is exciting. Brando is dating. Did you hear me? Get out of here. Dad doesn't want to be disturbed. Why are you like that? I just want to hurry up and leave. But Dad, so stubborn. Give me the remote. You know, sad face. I don't think you have to... Till that you have to scream your daughter like that. She doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't even come up to the TV that much. About 2 weeks. No TV watching here. Understand? Man. That's so sad. She just wanted to watch TV. And now she's gonna miss the schedule. I almost ran out of money. Should I pay for another online loan? Or apply? I don't think so. Look at how many debts that you have to pay. 4 million, about 5 million. How are you gonna pay that with only 273,000 funds? That's crazy. This edition level, it is unspeakable. It is unimaginable. It is crazy. At least he still knows how to clean up the toilet very well. This is the part that we can move our character. We can also run, which in case if we really need it. This is our house. This is our kitchen, where usually our wife Nadia, cooks in here. And right now we're gonna have to do something that it's very stupid. Very, very stupid. Nadia is not home. Looks like she's out. If I'm not mistaken, she has a secret savings stash in the closet. Might as well take it for gambling money. Hurry, find it before I get caught. Oh, great. This is just the worst. You're stealing your own wife's money for something that is completely worthless? No husband should deserve to do this. If you're a husband, don't do this. If you know what goes right and wrong, then tell this to the others who have been stuck into this addiction. This is not correct. Not a correct way to earn money. People would just hack your ID and they're blacklisted. There's no point. How much is this? About 13? Only 133,000? This is only enough for 3 plays. So pathetic, having a wife who's not from a rich family. Scary, huh? Got jump scared by our own daughter. I already expected that. Ah, you scared me. Ha 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 ha. What are you doing, Dad? None of your business. What are you doing, scaring Dad? I just want some money. What? You're always asking for money. This time, for what? For snacks, Dad. Granny just invited me to get sablak. Not sure what that is. Another great dessert from Java. Okay, give money or don't give. Come on now. You know, when she wants to go hang out and she doesn't have money, she's gonna get complained by her friends. She's, their friends gonna be like saying stuff to her that she doesn't have enough money to going out. Of course you have to give her money. You don't want our friends to say and gossiping behind our back. That's just the worst. So, and don't be too greedy. So give them as much as they can, but also not a little on the high sky. Why only 5,000? It is not enough for Sublak. You should be grateful. I even gave you 5,000. Dad doesn't have money right now. You lied. I just saw you holding up a lot of money. This money is your school fees. You make your dad stressed every day. So many expenses because of you. Oh, what do you mean? That's enough. Go play. Here. Dad will add 3,000. Okay. I'm going now, play. I'm going now, play. I got messed up with the dialogues. A few hours later. So it's still the same day. Our daughter's going out with her friends Rani to buy some supplies. And we're here sitting on our chair playing games. And here's some things that can get serious. So be prepared. Honey, have you seen my savings in the closet? What savings? I don't know anything about it. My 133,000 savings are gone. Kyla said you took it this afternoon. There's no way I took it. Then who did? A thief? You've been home all day. I said it wasn't me. Are you deaf? And she's surprised. That was my savings I collected for months. It was for emergencies. What's all these noises? Get lost. Don't bother me. Huh? Why are you getting mad? Shut up. You're so loud. Aren't we the one who's loud here? I'm sick of hearing you ask so many questions. We just don't want to get bothered, but not in a very, very good way. What's wrong with you? So if we yell again, we still ended up having to do the second option. So let's just not raise up our emotions and just... I'm sorry. I mean, if we have to do the yell again, we will still ended up doing the slap either way. So let's just not getting things worse. She's already been stabbed a lot in the heart already by the words that came out from her husband. Why would you slap me? What? Want another one? I don't know, that's kind of funny. If you put it on the original translation and we know the language, it would be even funnier. Why are you being so mean? Shut up! You ungrateful wife! You never listen to your husband. I am your husband, the person you must respect. Get out of the kitchen now. I feel like I don't want to raise up my voice every time though, because this is just not respectful. Your only business in the kitchen. Do not meddle in mine. This is so outrageous that the husband, who are so humble and so kind from day one or the day before the event, turns into a psychotic, abusive father. And this is the POV of our wife. She's crying in the room because her husband keeps on abusing her. Oh God, why has it come to this? Benny hits me again, even though I didn't do anything wrong. I've tried everything not to make him angry. I do whatever he wants. When I see this at the first time, I felt so sad. I almost teared up a bit. It's just, she doesn't deserve this. I'm just his punching back, especially when he loses at gambling. It's just not me either. Kyla got hit yesterday too. Benny's not like how he used to be. Now, he's just so scary. Please God, I can't take this anymore. I don't know what to do. Should I stay or should I leave with Kyla? You have to leave. When he keeps doing this, and if there's no choice of confronting him, I think you should just leave and find a better place. Yeah, I can't take it anymore, especially now that Kyla's starting to get hurt. Even if I don't know where to go, I'm sure there's a way. God will protect us. I'm sure it'll be much safer out there than being in this house with a killer. Later, sooner, I'll ask the neighbors for some money for transport while I wait for Kyla to come home from school. Before that, I need to get Pat. In the reality, it's even sadder though. You can say how much desperate our wife has been when when us as the husband keeps on doing this gambling habit. I can't take possibly all my clothes. I just grab the importance. Here you go. Now I'm going to the neighbors. I'll ask them for money to escape. I hope they understand. But before I go, I should probably hide the bruises on my face with something. Like a mask to hide the bruises from your cheek and your eyes. Like, especially the eyes. It's not cool, buddy. So some people said that why didn't we pick up the suitcase? Probably because that we asked the neighbor first for the money. Then after that, later she came back home and grabbed the suitcase while the daughters came home and just escaped. Why is the house dark? Power outage? No, you just got abandoned of what you've done. What you've done is very wrong. That's the light to the bathroom, and this is our daughter's bedroom. There you go. Why is no one here? Where did they go? Are they out? Of course they're out. Why there's no food? That stink wife. I'm stressed out of my mind and there's nothing to eat. I don't even want to say that. Come on, she doesn't do anything wrong. Okay, this is the part we're gonna get a phone call later. The loan sharks have called thousands of times already. I don't even know which online loan company this is from. I have used about 11, and if I add another one, my debt will get bigger. My debt is piling up, and the interest is insane. Now I owe 100 millions. Look at how many debts that you have to pay. How are you supposed to pay that up? Only about 1,227,000. But if I don't pay, the interest will grow every day. So do I answer this call or not? If you ignore, I'll just tell you. If you ignore, they're just gonna keep you and repetitively spamming, calling you every time, non-stop. So just answer it. Hello? Hello, this is Mr. Benny who's speaking. Which online loan company is this? Hey you! Why did you take so long to answer the phone? Pay your debt! You've been overdue for days. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Hey, you! You think you can be paid with apology? Yes, sir. Please be patient, sir. I just need... Hey, you! I just get into this acting stuff. You've said 1,000 times already. You want me to finish you off right now? I know where you live. I know where you work. I know where your parents live. There's nowhere you can hide. I want that money by tomorrow. Understand? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Stop. Okay. Enough. Stop with a yes, sir, you wordless. If you don't pay, die. He ain't lying. Sooner or later, you will be if you don't do what he asked for. Now, Mr. Benny decided to sell his equipment, his motorbike, and then the shelves, the TV, including the chairs. Luckily, not the pictures, because it's very memorable. We even using cardboard box to sit down. How pathetic. They've been gone for days. No word, no goodbye. They really have no respect for me as the head of the family. You don't deserve to be the head of the family if you have this kind of attitude. You have to stop, prevent yourself from this happening, and start on realizing that what you've done is a mistake. Well, isn't that obvious that you hit them? At least help me a little. I want to borrow Nadia's ID. Dream on, like how you said in the beginning. See? Even his ID got blacklisted. They have hacked. Now what should you do? Are you hungry? Oh, the electricity meter beeps again. Why are you testing me like this, Lord? I got fired last week for stealing. My motorcycle, TV, and everything else in this house have been sold to cover debts and gambling money. I want to borrow from friends again, but no one gives me anything. I think that's the point where you cannot trust your friend anymore. They may have money, but they just being greedy. They don't want to give you. They pretty much treating you as a fake friend. That's why you shouldn't trust anyone in social media. Never trust them easily. That's my advice for you all. That's also the things that I'm going to do from now on though, because I've been dealing with that too. No friends, no neighbors, no one's here. Why am I abandoned like this? If I win, I'll pay all my debts. New motorcycle, phone, clothes, pizza, I'll buy it all. I'm starving. I only have 2,000 rupees left. Well, I still have a balance in my gambling game. I'll take a little out for food. But let's see what happens. Do you really think that you can get your money by withdraw? Let's see. Error. 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 Why is it error? This is my last money, my only hope. Now you just keep pressing the button and see what happens. 404. The basic sign of an internet timeout. What does this mean? It means that these guys have taken away your money. You keep refreshing, it's not gonna be happening. You can't get your money back. You have to take it all. And that's the lesson of not trusting any kind of website loans, or the website that can give you quick money but yet it's very dangerous. Do not attempt this. A lesson for you all. It's really not working. The website's truly gone. So I can't get my money? I can't gamble either? Is this the end? Might be. I'm tired and thirsty. So now we are depressed, husband and a father. There's no water in gallon. 2,000 isn't enough. Yep. Inflation's getting higher stakes. We live in this generation doesn't mean that everything is free now. I'll just drink tap water even though it's dirty. But remember, you don't pay the water bills, so you got no money. You got no water. The tap water's off too. Now you have to drink the water from the bathroom. That will cause a stomach ache, literally, because it's dirty and whatnot. And here is the loan sharks. Hey, Benny, what's up? Still no money today? I gotta say though, if you put it on original translation, the conversation would be quite funny, especially loan sharks dialogue. He's surprised. Sorry, sir. I still haven't been able to pay today. Hey, idiot! You think your debt just disappears if you keep saying sorry? Listen, your debt is already huge. If you don't pay now, your interest will just keep growing. You never catch up. Do you understand? I already gave you time yesterday, and this is your last chance. Now, these two choices, they will have you to move on to different endings. So the first thing we're gonna do is to negotiate. Then we'll move on to the other option, which leads to another ending, which we're gonna do it today. Sir, please, sir, I'll pay later. Huh? Pay? How? What else do you have left to sell? Your stove and pots? That's not good enough. You literally got nothing left now. Your debt is at the level you can possibly pay, and it'll just keep getting bigger if you don't pay it off now. So listen up. I'm not gonna go home empty-handed again. You have to pay this no matter what. Yes, sir, but I truly don't have the money yet. Ha 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 ha. I knew this would happen. There are lots of people like you out there, broke, but living like they're rich. Pride. Okay, I'm gonna give you an offer. It's up to you if you want to take it or not. Actually, you can't even refuse it because this is the only way out. So, what you say? Don't take too long to think. Don't waste this golden opportunity. Yes, sir. I follow your way. Oh no, this is the part where it's gonna be bad for us. Good. Now come with me and do everything I tell you to. Understand? Jeez, like we're the minions. We've been treating like minions. Considering that we cannot pay our debt 175,850,000. This is what's gonna happen. If you watch Squid Game, then you know that this is what happens before they entered Squid Game. At least this is kind of like the related situation. So they want the money so that they can pay the debt to the loan sharks. Come on, sign this. What's this, sir? Don't ask so many questions. Just sign it. Alright. Alright. Here you go. This is not my real signature, but there you go. I'll try to make it similar as his name. If you don't know what's gonna happen, basically, how you say it? We transferred our organs, kidneys especially, for money. So that would be the switcheroo, you know. If you can't pay with your money, you have to sell your organs. So we are putting this patient shirt. One of the gruesome ending as well. But not as gruesome as the last one, which we're gonna see that tomorrow. Not today though. He's fully sedated. Okay, take both of his kidneys. Whoa, both? Are you kidding me? He won't last so long. Huh? Since when did you start caring about people? Haha, it's just funny how desperate he must be to agree this. His debt must be huge. He doesn't actually know about this, so yeah, the important thing is that he signed. You can go ahead and execute him by taking his kidneys out. Got it. That's what the illegal doctor said. But yeah, this might gonna happen though. If you haven't experienced this might going to happen. But then again, I recommend you to not do this weird, ridiculous that can lead you astray. Repent yourself and move on. And you see that? He's not the only one who had been sacrificed by doing this. There are many more victims who had been paying for the debts instead of the money, their kidneys. Especially that kidneys worth more. Take this 1 3 times a day after meals, and this one twice a day after meals. Hope you'll get well soon. It doesn't work, is it? These meds are useless. You know, because we cannot breathe without our kidney. It's like it's getting... We can't even breathe, that's all I can say. The pain's getting unbearable. I'm dying. Got scammed too. My debt's still huge. 135,000. So only about 200 or 300,000. I guess that doesn't pay enough for the debt. Why is this getting worse? Literally got scammed. Like, it doesn't even pay the whole debt by taking out all his kidneys. Because he got scammed. And he still have to pay whatever that he had to do now. Even though part of his organs are gone. Ow, it hurts so bad. My chest is getting tighter too. So tight. I can't even scream for help. Can't even cry. Oh God, is this the end? Nadia? Kyla? Forgive me for what I've done. Like, I'm also kind of desperate seeing this. I feel kind of bad. And then I don't think there's a hope for him. Because he lost both of his kidneys. That pretty much means that he sell his life. Many think gambling is a solution, when in fact is the end of all solutions. Absolutely. Several days later, fried snacks and nasi uduk. Like fried bananas. Now initially, this ending can only be received when you complete the ending 3 and the ending 4. If you haven't discovered both of the endings yet. So how much is it, dear? A complete nasi uduk with egg and 2 fried snacks. That'll be 12,000 rupees, ma'am. Okay, here's the money, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Have a great day. Mom, Kyla's tired of standing. Can you buy a plastic stool? Yes, honey, but later. Mom needs to save up first. And buy a large beach umbrella, Mom, so we don't get hot while selling. Yeah, it's very hot too. But in my place, it's cold. It's like hot, but also cold. Almost got flu. Yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. Mom will buy later. Be patient. Okay. Incoming call from our neighbor, our past neighbor who had borrowed their money from Mrs. Farah, my old neighbor who lent me money. Is she calling to collect? Maybe not. But let's see. Hello? Hello, Mrs. Nadia. How are you? Hello, Mrs. Farah. I am doing well. Mrs. Nadia, why can't I reach you on WhatsApp? Sorry, ma'am. I sold my smartphone to pay the rent and business capital. Now I'm just using an old-style phone, so I don't have the internet access or WhatsApp. I get it. Something's wrong, ma'am? Oh, I see. No wonder it's hard to reach you. Well, I got some news to share. Mr. Benny passed away. My God. Benny. Mr. Benny passed away at his rented house. It seems that it was due to an illness. This is also a depressing scene to watch. Why are you crying? Mom, what's wrong? My deepest condolences, ma'am. I also wanted to suggest something. It would be the best if you didn't come here for a while. It seems Mr. Benny had a lot of debts. I'm afraid that the loan sharks might target you to pay them off. About 135,000 millions. Don't answer calls from unknown numbers. For your own good. Not only when he died that the loan shark's already done with it, he's going to start targeting to the other families that related to Mr. Benny's. Start from his parents and then move on to his families. That's just the worst. This is the ending 5 out of 6, which you can get it from each 3 and 4. The first victim of gambling is family. That is true. That is true. When you can't pay for yourself, they will start to target to the others. The one that you know and you loved. They'll be your parents too. And this is what would happen when you choose to do the bad way. You get yourself a face skull. Alright, now we're gonna finish off with the last, not the last ending, the other ending, which is the 4th ending, when we got, when we don't negotiate with the loan shark and instead we ran away. Okay, here we go. This is what's gonna happen when we ignore the offer from the loan shark. Let's run away! Run away to the neighborhood. Now this is simple enough. You just need to run away from the negotiator. How? Just by doing this. I probably should have run. And you want to know what happens when we get caught? Here, let's see. First, you got kicked into the stomach and then smacked down to death. I'm not sure if that would make ourselves better though. Like, I don't think that would make it better either way. We probably would have died from that smackdown. Okay, so we don't go to the dumpster. A lot of people think that we hide inside the dumpster, which I did so, but that wasn't the case. The thing is that we go back to our direction that we came from and go through this way. This is the way to escape. So this is the ending. Hey, isn't that Mr. Benny? So the neighborhood's been gossiping about Mr. Benny. Why is he being chased? Probably because the loan shark. Yeah, because he haven't paid the debt. Oh no, that's bad. Let's help him. And then the other dude said, come on, why? Just let him be. He deserves it. Not a very merciful person, is it? He caused too much trouble for the residents already. A very proper reason. Always borrowing money and a con artist. And yet he almost got beaten up for trying to steal yesterday. See, he's one of the burglars that I've been talking about yesterday. He also likes to hit his wife. Not just his wife, but also his kid. It's an impact of gambling and online loans. That's right. Those activities can really mess up your brain and your mental, your physical, mental. Don't look anymore, just ignore him. Yeah, it would just mess you up anyway. They'll break your moral your attitude. And that is the best way of just ignore playing gambling. He has gotten away from the alone shark, thankfully for that moment, but it ain't going to last long. Sooner he will run out of breath and he can't do anything else. He got nowhere to go. Slowly, he's slowing down. He doesn't know where his point anymore. He starts to realize that by running away would not make it better. Now he starts to think that what he has done, was wrong. He kneels himself, and he's not chasing me anymore. But things are just getting worse now. It seems impossible for me to face. The bigger debt, smaller amount of funds, so he can't take it anymore. I want to end this. But before that, we have to say goodbye to our family. Nadia, Kyla, where are you? So these two options, they're pretty much gonna provide you the same ending, but I think it will be more sensible if we just send a message. If we call Nadia, she wouldn't pick up anyway, because she knows that when you try to pick up and using the call, she would just reject you. At least the message, she could see the text indirectly, but no emotions. So that's also a bad thing about messaging. But I'll still go with send message. The reason is that she won't pick it up, because she knows. Honey, I'm sorry. Forgive me for being so cruel to you. Forgive me for being a terrible dad. That's for Kyla. I ruined your happiness. No more battery. It all ends here. He's so desperate. I want to see you both before I commit it. Clack. Terrible. Just terrible. When people are so desperate, they would just do something like this. Like it already happens to the real life world. I mean, in any different way. The most common way of them taking away their lives is by putting the rope inside the house. You know what I mean. So, yeah, it's very reasonable. Don't let gambling take everything from you, including your last breath. As if like gamble is your boss, is your god, is the one who controls over your body. That is not the way of how you would think that they can save your life. So yeah, now that we got this ending again, it's pretty much the same. There's a little minor different event that would be changed. Instead of the mental illness due to the sick of illness, it will change to based off how the tragic event ends. Okay, we're gonna skip this, and while that, I'm just gonna end the video here. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. This is me playing Pikaboo Stop. I hope this game can give you a lesson of not to gamble and, you know, try to overcome, and don't drown yourself into the situation, because it is not profitable and it is going to be about tragic things like this, like kind of this event, but in many different way. So yeah, if you want to download this, I'll leave an description and a creator. So yeah, that's all for now, and let's see here the dialogue. Mr. Benny passed away. And she cried. Several days ago, Mr. Benny passed away after being hit by a train. So this game is also follows the details. So it's not just a basic casual game that didn't follow up the situation. Of course it would. It depends what endings that you would choose. So yeah, one good detail. It is the best way if we just don't accept the call from foreigners. And the first victim of gambling is family. So anyway, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in another horror games. Bye bye!